Hi everyone, good Friday afternoon and welcome to GoLocal Live. I'm GoLocal News Editor Kate Nagel. Thanks for joining us to kick off the start to Memorial Day weekend here in downtown Providence. As we do each and every Friday, kick off the show with former state representative, former Deputy Secretary of State, now heads up the nonprofit Stages of Freedom, Ray Rickman, to give us Big View.
First, may this Memorial Day weekend be good to you, and may you take a minute or two or even more and thank those who've served on our behalf. I want to talk about racism, and I get so tired of talking about racism because I keep thinking one day we won't have a racist incident that really is public for 3 weeks instead of 3 days. So I read the Boston Globe generally on Fridays. I don't know why, but I do. And, headlines about incident. 35 kids go to the Museum of Fine Arts. They're all black. They come from Dorchester, part of Boston. And they have multiple racial incidents. Not one, not two, not three, at least 4 that they clearly know of. An employee tells them that there's no eating, no drinking, and no eating watermelon. You're just like, did he say that? Yes, to 5 or 6 young people. They all heard it. They all gasped. Then a person visiting the museum says to one of the young women, again with witnesses, says to one of the young women, you should pay close attention here and learn something so that you don't have to be a stripper when you grow up. Now, who would say that to a young woman? Who? Now, what follows? The museum gets around, then the guards are over following the young people, watching them. Now, I've had this issue come up many times in which I tell people, we get free tickets for young people, $400 or $500 a year for young people to go to really special museum. I'll leave their name out of this discussion today. And I tell them in advance, guards watch you because the paintings sometimes are worth millions. They cannot be replaced. They don't want anybody to touch them or poke a hole in them or anything. But they watch everybody. That's what I say. So do not be offended. And I've learned to say this to young black, young Latino folks because they're used to being bothered and watched when they go to the department store. They get extra attention. And so I tell them this, and it helps. But I also, on occasion, have spoken to guards. In the old days, I used to do it regularly and ask them, because people sometimes do very racist things, and they think they didn't do it or that it's okay, or I hover over everybody else. Well, there's hovering and then there's hovering. I went with the former mayor of Cambridge to Nordstrom's a couple days before they closed. We went to get some bargains. We didn't get any, but we went. And we had security guard watching us, standing over in the corner, following us with his eyes. I went to the favorite salesperson there. I only go to Nordstrom's twice a year. And I say, this guy is doing what people do, profiling. And he went over, and the man apologized to us. Are you listening? At Nordstrom's in 2019, being racially profiled. We're doing nothing wrong. Nothing. So you can't go to the Museum of Fine Arts with all its federal money, with all its state money, city money. High school kid cannot go there to learn how to be part of a broader world without being insulted. Now, the politicians and the like are all saying apologies are in order. More than apologies are in order. We should not have to have our children live this way. And so whoever brought up watermelon should be unemployed or working at a lesser facility next week. Certainly not with the public. And if they can figure out who the patron was who said that to this young woman, she should be banned from a museum. I don't even know if you have a process to ban somebody from a museum, but she should be. There should be a penalty for public racism.